Hello, this is Raymond Aaron, New York Times top 10 bestselling author, but I'm here not in my capacity as author, publisher, professional speaker, or any of that. I'm here in my capacity as a leader in the midst of chaos. There's so many people who are upset. There's so many people who are not sure what to do. There's so many people who are working at home for the very first time, and they're not exactly sure what to do. And hello, Els, and I am here doing this Facebook Live in order to give you some wisdom, in order to give you some guidance, in order to give you some help in these troubled times. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to handle another device so that more people can hear me at the same time. Hello, Danielle. So, what the heck is going on? Hello, Ernest, again. You joined me yesterday and you're here again today. You're a good pal. What I want to tell you is what's going on. And also, at the very beginning of this, I certainly want to say I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not allowed to give medical advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to suggest things that I'm doing, and I'm going to suggest things that I have a sense work. But you're in charge. You need to make your own decisions. So here's the first thing I want to tell you. There was a wonderful, wonderful experiment done, and this is before coronavirus, where they took horses that were infected with upper respiratory virus, like the flu, something like that, pneumonia. And they had some healthy horses. This is really important, so listen carefully. And the healthy horses were put in with the infected horses, and some of the healthy horses got the infection. Okay, well, that's what you'd expect. And then they kept doing that for several days, and more of the healthy horses got infected. And then there was a certain point where no more healthy horses got infected. And then what they did is they took those horses that no matter how long they stayed with the infected horses didn't get infected. They took those horses away and then they troubled them. They upset them. Like they woke them up when they were sleeping and they put a feather under their nose in order to tickle them and upset them. And they punched them a little, not to injure them, just to upset them. And they kept doing that. They kept injuring the spirit of the horse. They kept injuring the spirit of the horses. And after they had done that, no injury whatsoever, just degrading the spirit, just making them feel worse about themselves, they put those horses that resisted infection, they put them back in with the infected horses and they immediately got infected. So listen carefully. This is a gigantic piece of wisdom. If you are strong and positive thinking, you have a greater ability to resist the infection. If you are degraded, if you are weak, if you are annoyed, hello Dexter, welcome. If you are annoyed, if you're upset, if you are hurt spiritually by the news, if you are frightened, if you are panicking, then your immune system goes down and you have the ability to get infected by viruses. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, but it seems to make common sense that the better you feel about yourself, the healthier that you'll be. And also from this example, what we learned is that the more degraded is your soul, the more upset that you are, the more panicked that you are, the more in terror that you are, the more that now, there's nothing wrong with listening to news, but the more that you're upset by the news and in panic by the news and fearful by the news, the more your immune system is deteriorated. And that's the problem. It is true that the coronavirus is infectious. It's true. It spreads. And social distancing is a really clever way to kill the spread of the virus. That's all very good. But there's another way. Bezigma, welcome. There's another way, and in addition to social distancing, because there's some cases where you just can't be far away from people, and that is to think positively and certainly not to think negatively. Don't degrade your soul by getting worried and getting frightened. Now, if a bear comes into your room, like a brown bear that's really hungry and its claws are out, then it might kill you. That's true. But you have a better chance if instead of screaming in panic and fear, if you're just calm about the situation and assess the situation, you might be able to handle it better. The issue isn't necessarily the bear. The issue is your panic and your fear. Yes, you might be killed by the bear anyways. Hello, Jane Garvey. Great to hear from you. I haven't seen you in ages. If the bear might kill you, David, welcome. The bear might kill you, but you have a better chance of protecting yourself if you stay calm, if you observe around you, if you confront the situation, if you notice some places you can hide or beat the bear or get behind something that the bear can welcome. And so what I'm saying is, yes, the coronavirus is a serious thing. It goes around and it gobbles up people, but you have a better chance of survival when you stay calm, when you obey the rules. Like in the United States, CDC has made some rules. In my province of Ontario, Canada, at 9 a.m. yesterday, the Premier, Doug Ford, has made certain rules. He's closed movie theaters and he's made lots of other decisions. And so if you obey the rules and if you are able to confront the situation, just confront it. Confront means to observe calmly. Confront means to observe calmly. So it's one thing to see what's happening and panic. It's another thing to see what's happening and observe it calmly. Confront it. Notice, I see. So what I would like to do now is to inform you about a website that you might want to go to. And I'm going to go to it on my other computer here. It's called Worldometers. Worldometers.info. Good morning, Princess. Good morning, Tim. So I'm going to add that. Here it is. I'm going to type it in. Worldometers, and meters is the American spelling, METERS.info. There it is. I've typed it in for you. Worldometers.info. When you go to worldometers.info, then what you'll see there is world population up to the second. You can see it's 7,771,951, 53, 55, 57. It's moving right as we speak. Janice Turley Duville, I haven't seen you in ages. Thanks for joining. And what you'll notice at worldometers.info is all kinds of information about government and politics and society and media and the environment. But if you keep scrolling down, way to the bottom, if you keep scrolling down, where to go? Keep scrolling. Oh, it hasn't populated on my computer yet. Well, yesterday they had a whole section on coronavirus, and today it's gone. Goodness gracious. Karen, can you help me? Worldometers.info. Isn't that strange? They at worldometers.info. Hello, Charlie. They listed a special section on coronavirus, and they said for the whole world how many people were infected, how many died, and they also did that by country. But I can't find it. Isn't that strange? I wanted to alert you to it. Maybe it's under communicable diseases. Let me just see. Isn't that strange? They took it down. Hello, Maria.
They put a new, at the top, they have a new part of the menu. I'll send it to you.
No, just show me. Oh, coronavirus. Oh, it's right at the top. It's right at the very, very top. If you scroll up to the very top, you can see in orange, coronavirus. And when you click on it, here, I'll show you. See if,
Raymond, I told you, I'm not dressed for the camera.
so you can see that you can see those. Yeah, there's 200,000 cases of coronavirus in the world, and there's 8,000 deaths, and 82,000 have recovered. So can you see that? Yeah. So the first thing to notice is that nobody tells you about the number of people who've recovered. They don't want to tell you about that. I don't know why. Maybe CNN gets a lot of joy out of posting bad news. I don't know why. But I've never heard the statistic about the number of people who fully recovered. But there's 10 times, Chinmay, welcome. There's 10 times as many people who've recovered. The number of people who've recovered is 82,000. The number of people who have died is 8.2 thousand. Exactly to the penny, 10 times as many people have recovered. But they don't tell you about that. And so when the news media says 8,000 people have died, people panic, oh my God, maybe I'm next. Hello, Bob, thanks for joining us. And you can also go by country. So I'm going to click on the view by country link, which is just under the 206,000 people who've been infected. And there you can see the listing of every single country and how many deaths there have been. So let's go down and look at the United States. The United States has a population of 330 million. 330 million. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Angelica. The United States has a population of 330 million and has taken very extreme measures. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm not saying they're doing too much or too little. I'm just saying they're pretty extreme. And maybe that's the exact right thing to do. I'm not judging on that. But I want to observe the facts. Out of 330 million people, there's been 116 deaths. 116, 116, like just over 100. But in the same time period, like maybe 1 million people have died of cancer, maybe 1 million people have died of diabetes, 1 million people have died of pneumonia. Like in the same period of time, the number of deaths from other things that are kind of usual is way, way, way higher. Hello, Patrick. Thanks for joining us. And so why is the media focusing on coronavirus that in the United States, one of the largest countries in the world, it is the largest after China and then India, it's the third largest country in the world, 116 people have died over a period of 2.5 months, January, February, and half of March. Why? Why are they focusing on it? Because that's what people are interested in. Why are they interested in it? Because to a large extent, they're panicking. And I just want you to know the odds that you're going to die is very, very small, especially if you do what the government tells you, social distancing and washing your hands and all that other stuff. So I live in Canada. Let's go down to Canada. Canada, here it is, Canada has 1/10 of the population of the United States, 1/10. And remember, United States was just over 100 deaths. So if you divide that by 10, you'd get just over 10 deaths. And there it is, Canada's at 8 deaths. So we're keeping pace with our neighbors, our American neighbors. There's been 8 deaths out of 30 million. This isn't the thing to panic over. This is not the thing to panic over. If there was a threat that some bad guys were going to drop 100 nuclear bombs on North America, yeah, then you could panic if you wanted. But this is... Observe the facts and make a decision for yourself. Observe the facts and make a decision for yourself. Now, let me tell you what I'm doing. Me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not allowed to give medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a chiropractor. I'm not a dentist. I haven't studied anything in this regard. Actually, I have, but not in university. Hello, Laboishi. Thanks for joining us. So here's the things that I'm doing. And they're in 3 categories. You can do them if you wish. I'm not giving you advice. And if you're tired of hearing me say this, it's the law. I have to say this. Colin, thanks for joining us. He's a fellow TLC member. So I'm doing 3 things: psychological, nutritional, physiological. Psychological is what's inside the mind. Nutritional is what's inside my mouth. And physiological is related to my body, to my fitness. So let me tell you the 3 things I'm doing. Psychological. One of the things I'm doing is reading or observing what the government announcements are. If the Premier of the province of Ontario closes all movie theaters, then I don't go to the movies, obviously. And if the Premier of the province of Ontario says no gatherings of 50 or more, then I don't go to places where there's going to be 50 people or more. Hello, Leah. Thanks for joining us. And also, Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. Another thing I'm doing is simply staying calm in my mind. Louis Ocampo, hi. Thanks for joining us. I'm being calm. I'm observing. I'm taking in the information, but I'm staying calm. If a bear came into the room, I'd stay calm. I have a better chance of survival from a bear coming into the room if I'm calm and can observe what's happening. Colin, I love you too. So in my mind, I'm noticing, I'm confronting, which is to observe calmly and effortlessly. And I'm thinking positive thoughts. And I'm providing leadership to other people. I'm not providing disaster. I'm not sending out bad news. I'm sending out not good news, but I'm sending out reality. I'm sending out actual issues. I'm sending out facts. And I'm sending out calmness. Now you might say, well, calmness, geez, you're such an optimist, Raymond, and you're ignoring bad news. Okay, there's some extent to which that's true, but listen carefully. There's a very funny line which I'm going to quote to you right now. Tony Debogorski, hello, thank you for joining us. There's a very funny line, and that is, optimists and pessimists are equally wrong. Optimists and pessimists are equally wrong. But optimists live longer. Optimists and pessimists are equally wrong, but optimists live longer. So optimists miss a lot of bad news. And pessimists miss a lot of good news. So they're both wrong. Well, if they're both going to be equally wrong, which is the better one? The better one is optimists because they live longer. Now, this is just an impromptu Facebook Live, but I'm actually holding a webinar tomorrow, Thursday, at 8 p.m. Let me get the exact date. Thursday is the 19th. Yeah, Thursday, March 19th, 2020. Thursday, March 19th, 2020. At 8 p.m. Eastern time, that's Toronto time or New York time. And I'm going to be holding a webinar, and I've got all kinds of data, I've got facts about leadership and about achieving goals. Because this is not the time to give up on your goals. This is the time to be more and more attached to your goals. Hello, Angelica. This is the time to make sane goals and to go after your goals and to achieve your goals. And if you're interested in that prepared, very systematic presentation, it'll be a webinar, 8 p.m. on March 19th. So I'm going to just type that in. Sorry, I can't type too fast while I'm trying to talk. March 19th sorry, I'm typing so slowly, at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the website that you go to is tinyurl.com. tinyurl.com/leadership CV. March 19, that's tomorrow if you're live here right now, at 8 p.m. Eastern, and the website is tinyurl.com/leadershipcv. And I'm going to pin that so that you'll always see it. You can see it right at the bottom there. March 19th, Thursday, March 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern, tinyurl.com/leadershipcv. If you click on that link, you'll be able to register for that webinar, which will give you really good leadership advice, a formal prepared presentation. This is just impromptu, a formal presentation on exactly how to create goals, how to achieve goals, so that you can create your own microeconomy. Microeconomy. Julie, the link is right there below, right on the screen right now for you. You see, there's a macroeconomy and a microeconomy. A macroeconomy is, oh my gosh, the United States government through the Fed decreased the interest rate to 0%. Macroeconomy is that everyone's being sent home, so nobody's going to movie theaters. That's the macroeconomy. That's what's going on the big scale. But there's also a microeconomy, and that's what's going on with you, with your family, with your personal income. If you're on salary, then maybe your income doesn't change. In fact, maybe your costs go down because you're working from home, and so you don't have to pay for gas or for train rides or bus rides. So maybe you'll improve financially. But maybe if your employer goes bankrupt, then it'll be bad for you. And if you're in business and your business depends on people walking into your store and the mall that your store is in closes down, then you're in real trouble. But maybe you can come up with a new idea, and I'll give you an example. One of my dear friends, her name is Lisa, she and her husband are in the business of moving computers and IT equipment. You see, when a business wants to move from one location to another, they can move the chairs and the tables easily enough, but they're afraid to move their computers because, of course, you can unplug everything and move it, but then when you get to the other end, how do you put it all back together again? And so she's got a niche business where she moves computer equipment, and it's doing very well. Well, a few days, oh, there she is. Oh my gosh, Lisa, I was just talking about you. I can't believe this. I just started talking about you and you joined. Oh my gosh, what a postulate, holy mackerel. So in addition to her, hello, Helen. Yeah, Lisa, hi, I'll say hi. I just started talking about you. This is amazing. So she has a business where she moves computers, but she sent out an email a couple days ago saying that she'll also clean your computers. And wow, she sent out one email. She's got all this business. Why? Because people are afraid. Hello, Cora. People are afraid. And so they are afraid that if they touch their own computer and someone else touches their computer and then they touch their own computer, they might pick something up. Everyone's afraid. And so she suddenly launched a business and she suddenly got lots of clients in it. So if you're careful, if you observe, if you confront, then you'll easily be able to see things, see opportunities. Cora just joined us. Cora, with her partner Sunil, was holding a mammoth event this month in which she and Sunil were bringing in one of the most famous people in the world today, Grant Cardone, and they've had to cancel it or hopefully just postpone it. Well, that could be horrible for them, or maybe they're doing something clever and making the new date for it even better somehow. Maybe they'll make even more money. Hopefully they won't lose money. But everyone has an opportunity now to notice what's going on and to not panic and to observe what's going on and to do the three things. I'll just review them very quickly. Psychologically, stay calm, be positive, And then nutritionally, this is the time to eat well. Libke, hi. This is the time to eat good food. This is the time to not have soft drinks and alcohol. This is the time to not smoke. This is the time to not have artificial flavors and artificial colors. This is the time to not take street drugs. Now, you can do whatever you like, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Today, I'm actually just juice fasting. I've got some very healthy organic juice, and I'm eating, you can see here, I'm eating just grapes, so it's just fresh fruits and some juices, some veggie juices. So I'm taking in just good stuff. I'm also having my nutritional products, and I'm taking more of them than normal. And then finally, physiologically, I'm exercising every day. Now, I don't usually exercise every day. I exercise quite often, but not every day. But during this scare, I'm exercising every day because I want my body to be fit. I want to eat only healthy stuff. I want to think only clean thoughts. So that's what I'm doing. If you think good thoughts and eat very healthy food and keep your body in shape, and you observe all the laws as they change every darn day, all the new things that are going on, and the governments are making new announcements, keep abreast of those and follow the law. And also keep watching that website that I alerted you to, and that's Worldometers. World, the letter O, and then meters, the American spelling, METERS. Hello, Dominic. Worldometers, plural, .info. Right at the top, they've got a coronavirus tab. Just click on that and find out actually what's happening in the world. Really, not panic, not people posting stuff on Facebook that may or may not be true, but what's really going on. And stay calm, follow the advice of government, stay healthy, and you'll have the greatest chance. Hello, Lisa. You'll have the greatest chance of doing well. I'm not saying you can't get the virus. What I'm saying is you'll have the greatest chance of doing well. And I have a special presentation on leadership and goal setting and being with powerful people virtually so that you don't get infected. And I'm doing that, and you can see that pinned post. It says Raymond Aaron, March 19, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, that's Toronto or New York, tinyurl.com/leadershipcv. Go there immediately and register for my webinar, 8 p.m. tomorrow. There's no cost. Go there tomorrow, or I don't know when you're playing this, but go there at March 19th, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hello, Nisha. And I'll be giving about a 1-hour presentation on exactly how to set goals and attain them so that you can overcome whatever's going on in the macroeconomy. Make your microeconomy powerful, healthy. Hello, Ruth. Powerful, healthy, and positive, and profitable. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this Facebook Live, but for sure you're going to enjoy the professional, prepared, organized, researched presentation that I'm making at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, March 19th. And you register at tinyurl.com/leadershipcv, tinyurl.com/leadershipcv. And there I'll be giving you some powerful advice about setting goals and achieving them so that you can, to some extent, go way past what's going on in the macroeconomy and create your own microeconomy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you got some good leadership from this, if you got some calmness for this, I am very grateful to be spreading calmness and leadership and true facts to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you 8 p.m. Eastern Time, March 19th. Register now at tinyurl.com/leadershipcv.